Welcome back to Crypto Hulk Show. Oh my God. I got the evidence. Nobody else has. Who started crypto? What was the first crypto transmission like? We're going to start with that because this is very important. I want to show you how all this is scripted. It's a combination. It's Stanford, three-letter government agencies. I'm going to show you who started sending crypto. Let's take it way back to the beginning because I want you to see who these players are because they're still around today. This whole cryptocurrency thing, this whole cryptocurrency thing has been an effort by government agencies, secret agents, these kinds of things. Treasury, look, they've been trying to come up with a new world currency for like 25 years. I'm going to show you how it kind of started here with Max Levchin, Peter Thiel. These are the PayPal people, Elon Musk. What we have, here's what I've investigated and here's what I find. You have Fintech people, nerds, okay? The revenge of the nerds. What happened is these really, really smart people who were at Stanford and around the San Francisco Bay Area and stuff. Throw in Jed McCaleb. These smart people were working out, well, computers and stuff took off from Hewlett Packard and all that and Apple, Microsoft and stuff. Elon and his friends were able to create a new form of money that the government, and remember, the governments are ran by like 5 top families of the world. This gets really conspiratorial. I'm just letting you know. If you want a good story, if you want a good ghost story or scary movie, listen to what I'm saying. This is my opinion on how this stuff came down. I'm not going to break it all down. There's a lot to it than that, and I forgot a lot. Like, I used to really report on this. But you've got a group of people, and it was also globally, who would share ideas, but it was all epicentered out of California. And a group of these people invented cryptocurrency that we know as today. And the currency, the cryptos that have always been around, it was advanced very quickly in the 80s and 90s. And these guys, PayPal Mafia, whatever people want to call them, Jack Dorsey, all these people, they created a new form of money. And they were messing around with it back in the day in 1995. 2000, we're talking 25, 30 years ago. I've looked at all the evidence. I'm not going to show it now. I've looked at the evidence, and this stuff really came out in 95, 2000. In my opinion, they had a replacement for the world dollar. In my opinion, in 95, 2000, they had a replacement for the whole world banking system to revolutionize and take down the whole banking system. At that point, 25 years ago, I think the banks knew their end was coming. They would buy off your Congress people to shut down any kind of crypto investigations. They knew their time was up. The banks knew their time was up, that there was going to be a revolution. And these guys that were in Northern California were taking over the whole world's banking system as we know it today. It's a miraculous story. I have done the evidence. If you look back, I went back and did a deep dive on my own channel. I'm going to present to you now. I came up with this about 2.5 years ago. And I'm going to show you today who single-handedly created cryptocurrency as we know it today. My name is Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I'm a pretty good investigator, I'll tell you. I like to find out who started shit. When I was little, it was always my brother, not me. But I'm not. Today I'm going to present to you some really cool stuff. I'm going to break down to you how crypto started and how it was first sent on a cell phone. Actually, they called it a Palm device. And then Palm later created their cell phones and stuff like that. Let's see. My name's Crypto Hawk, not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor. Don't buy anything I tell you to buy. Don't sell anything I tell you to sell. Let me take a look at the first few people that showed up. See if I got it here. Okay. Biffrod, Valley Joe, Michelle made it to number 3. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3. She made it to number 3 spot because it was Biffrod, Valley Joe, then Michelle, TK, Essa, and Jersey Kathy. There we go. It's pretty good right there. MAB 1914, Crypto Greek. Kevin Garcia made it to the entry-level show, and that's for show. Chrysalin Lynn, Chrysel Lynn, thank you for joining the 2024 Crypto Explosion level. Today's I like history, just, you know, if you don't like history, I'm sorry. But I always remember, I think history is probably my favorite subject. Eric Goldsmith, thank you very much for your tax-free donation. And so I always loved history. I liked figuring out how things started. I liked learning about, okay, sometimes it was kind of boring, but we'd watch the different movies, like real movies with the film and stuff. Like, this is a long time ago. The teacher, they make a big event. We'd get the movie projector and the camera movie projector in the classroom, and you'd have the tapes, and it was just, you'd watch a real fucking movie in the classroom, and I'd watch history go down, and then and when we'd read, I'd figure out in my head, I'd read stories, and figure out how shit worked. Today we're going to do that. Let me find the article here. Okay. Now we're going to start off with Trump, crypto czar. Okay, now I want you to see something. I want you to see something right here. Okay, I'm telling you what, everybody. I'm getting a little goosebumpy. I'm not getting a stiffy yet. This is goosebumpy, okay? This is where you should stop getting a stiffy. This is goosebump shit. Quit getting perverted. Let me do a copy and a paste. Now I'll make a statement after I send this. Okay. This is just what I'm seeing from the evidence that I've discovered. I'm not saying it's truth, okay? What I'm seeing is this thing is going to go off with Trump, okay? I don't know when. I don't have dates. Trump hasn't called me yet to let me know when everything's going to happen. What I'm looking at, everybody, is Trump has been anointed, not Biden. Trump has been anointed by the rich of the world to greenlight crypto to the whole world, okay? The last administration, they had the ability with the rich people controlling the world, but the last administration was too greedy. And I think they were going to choke point 2.0. I think the last administration wanted to choke out crypto, destroy the innovation, make everybody a slave to the government utilizing crypto. That was the last administration's view. We're going to make everybody broke. We're going to destroy innovation, at least in America. Shut down all crypto in America. Meanwhile, we let it flow outside. That was the last administration. The powers that be were like, we can't have America fall just yet because we're going to lose control of the whole world. It's going to be a very ugly place, okay? I already had 4 years of just insanity and ugliness. The powers that be were like, no, we can't have this Biden administration. Whatever rich people were calling the shots to Biden, the other rich people were like, no. Now, look, there's like 5 rich families running the world. Each one doesn't want the other one to win. So they all have powers and control. Maybe there's 10. I don't know. Something like that. John Adamson, thank you very much for the entry-level membership right there. Appreciate that. So, yeah, be ready for freezes when this channel freezes. So Trump gets this guy named David Sachs. David Sachs goes all the way back, everybody. Listen now to the Elon Musk, Max Levchin, fucking Greg Kids and all that stuff. This guy, here's how I know Trump's getting this green light, you guys. Before he's out of office, and I'm hoping it's not going to take 4 years, I'll be like, fuck, meet the fuckers. This guy right here is tied in to all these PayPal Mafia guys who 25, 30 years ago invented a system to overtake the current banking cartel, if you want to call it that, of the world. This guy here, Trump has this guy right here working for him. We're going to do a little investigation on who is he, what is his history. Oh, man. This guy, I'm going to read off something. I'll give you a wink. When I give you a wink, that's what I can't talk about, or because then this channel is going to go, okay? So I got to be very careful here. White House crypto czar David Sachs says his first priority is stablecoin legislation. Okay? This is massive right here. This is what's going to happen. We will have stablecoin regulations in less than 6 months. Listen to this. Venture capitalist David Sachs and Republican lawmakers spent much of Tuesday laying out the plans to start working towards a regulatory framework for crypto. Everybody, now's the time to buy, and then once you're done buying, to wait and hold. We're not staking. We're not selling for profits and buying. We're not doing all that dumb fucking shit, okay? Listen very carefully. Now is the time to buy. Get your Caleb and Brown account set up so you don't get hacked by a quantum computer, and you wait. That's what we're doing here. Woohoo! Woohoo! Okay? Then later, you can have your party and get your jiggy on or whatever you fucking do. David Sachs told CNBC that getting legislation through Congress is something we could do in the next 6 months. Okay? Stablecoins have been gaining popularity, but mostly overseas. So now we have a time frame of a maximum. Well, he said they could do it in less than 6 months. Now let's dig a little deeper on who is this David Sachs guy. He was born in 1972, so he's like 2 years younger than me. He was a COO and product leader of PayPal. There you go. Okay. So he was right in there with PayPal, and he's an investor in Facebook, Uber, SpaceX, Palantir, Airbnb. Now, David Sachs was born to a Jewish family in Cape Town. I just want to show you that. And in 1999, so we're talking 26 years ago, here is where this guy who Trump got into office here to help him, he joined Peter Thiel 26 years ago. This is right when they discovered, right about the time how they discovered to overthrow the banking system, okay? That's that time. Now, Max Levchin is the guy that he worked with, okay? Did I send you this? I don't think I did. I think I messed up. Give me a second. Copy and a paste. Okay, so here's the article right there. Oh, Mike G. Mike, thank you very much for that tax-free donation. Appreciate that. Okay, so I got John Adamson. All right, so there we go with the David Sachs Wikipedia. There's some things interesting. There's a big connection where his family in Cape Town with a J, telling you, this is how I know. Hell, for all I know, those people with the J invented crypto. Now, I'm not going to say the name. This is getting really wild conspiracy. I'm just throwing that one out there. Now, let's look here. Max Levchin, okay? He just happens to be Ukrainian, huh? Just happens to be Ukrainian. And guess what? Born in Kiev, Ukraine, to a Jewish family. Just thought I'd put, that doesn't mean anything, censors. I'm just putting that out there. It doesn't mean anything at all. Now, what's his connection to PayPal? In 1998, so 27 years ago, how does this guy, I'm looking at his picture, how does this guy look like he's 15? And this shit was like 25 years ago. See his picture right here on, well, maybe I didn't send you his picture. Because let me show you the Wikipedia page on this. I don't know when this picture was taken, but I need to find out who his anti-aging doctor is so I can get hooked up. Okay. Here's Max Levchin on Wikipedia. Notice how he's Ukrainian. And I'm not going to say Jewish, just like the other guy, right? Okay. Just a coincidence, Crypto Hulk. Doesn't mean anything. Okay. Now, Max Levchin was born 5 years before me, so he's 5 years younger than me. He worked with PayPal, and he got involved in what's called CAPTCHA, CAPTCHA. Now he runs a firm, AFFIRM. It's like a credit type company. PayPal. What's his connection to PayPal? In 1998, Levchin and Peter Thiel founded FieldLink. It talked about, here's where this all started. Because after this, now we're going into the video that I made, okay? What I'm doing for you now is preparing you to give you a little background so when you watch what I'm showing you, you'll understand how it all comes together. In 1998, Levchin and Peter Thiel founded what's called FieldLink, a company that allowed users to store encrypted data on their Palm Pilots. Stop right there. So, when I read the article, I'm going to show you what Max Levchin discovered this, not Peter Thiel, okay? Max Levchin, the guy from the Ukraine, who's Jewish, just a coincidence, came up with a device. He used Palm. Palm was like Apple, or Palm was, they had Palm Pilots and stuff. It was an electronic device called a palm. Max Levchin invented this, not Peter Thiel. We'll read the article here as proof in a minute. So what happened is Peter Thiel approached Levchin and said, hey, you can send crypto, because it says right here, they sent encrypted messages. Let's read this real quick again. A company that allowed users to store encrypted data in their Palm Pilots and other PDA devices for handheld devices to serve as digital wallets. Oh my God, are you hearing this? This is 27 years ago. Digital wallets for your Palm device. Well, what do you store in a wallet? Money. Well, wait a second, Crypto Hulk. They had electronic devices, maybe like phones. Eventually, again, it started off. It started off with the Palm device, and Max could send the message beam like 15 feet. He could send you money back in 1998 or 7. See how long? This goes back now 28 years ago. Store encrypted data on your Palm Pilot, and then you had digital wallets. After changing the company's name to Confinity, they developed a popular payment product known as PayPal. Oh, so now I'm showing you how all this started. See, I love history. Hold on a minute. So you had Max Levchin, a Jewish Ukrainian guy, who invented a way to use a Palm Pilot to send crypto to people using digital wallets. Then he got with Peter Thiel. They changed the name of it, whatever company they had. And then they developed a company called PayPal. So this was a company, Confinity, that became PayPal. Max Levchin was the guy that did this. Peter Thiel provided the money. Peter Thiel was rich. He provided the money so that Max Levchin could then further develop this Palm Pilot device to regular cell phones. That was the deal. Now we're seeing how this is how crypto started. Max Levchin, ground zero. Max Levchin had a portable Palm Pilot, and he could send another Palm Pilot the money. Peter Thiel came in and said, hey, work on this. Let's get away from Palm Pilots. Let's move into cell phones. There you go. That's your history of how crypto started right there. They developed what's known as PayPal and focused on digital transfers of funds. There you go. Transferring money by PDA. The company merged with X.com. So that's what Elon owned, is X.com. Elon didn't make crypto. Max Levchin made it. Peter Thiel helped further develop it into a phone instead of a Palm Pilot. Palm Pilots were like a calculator. Like a calculator, and it had probably operating systems on it and stuff like that where you could do shit on it. But it wasn't connected to the internet because I don't think it was at that time connected to the internet. The internet just had started for us at around 95-ish or 97. But so what Max had is a electronic portable device similar to a calculator, and you could beam a message to another Palm Pilot and send him money. Peter Thiel comes in. He gives Max a lot of money, allows him to work full time on this little Palm device, and ignited what we call cryptocurrency transferring today. Okay? They were successful. They started a company called Confinity, which then they turned into PayPal. And then at 2000, So we're talking 2 years later for when they first started. They joined with Elon Musk with X.com. Isn't it fun when you study history? People are like, no crypto hawk. The company adopted the name PayPal. So X.com kind of turned into PayPal as well. They merged. So Elon Musk's company, X.com, took the name of PayPal, and X.com kind of went dark and quiet. Okay. Then PayPal bought eBay. And then Levchin had a 2.3% stake in PayPal, which at the time, was worth $34 million. Now, in today's money, I don't know what that would be. I don't know what 2.3% stake in PayPal would be today, but it would probably be like 300 million. I'm going to now. Then it talks about what did Levchin do after this. Levchin founded Slide, a personal media sharing service, and then he sold that to Google for 180 million. Then he went to work for Google. Now, let me check the comments, and then we're going to go to the main event. Best History Channel says KS. I hate Palm Pilot. Stu was like, wow, YouTube, $2.99. Really? So I guess Stu can't even give $2.99. I'm just letting you guys know. This platform doesn't want you to get any kind of knowledge or rich. They want you fucking broke and stupid, okay? Right here, Mike G. Thank you very much, Mike G. Tax-free donation. Now, where did this one come from? Hold on a minute now. I don't see that. Oh, there it is. Carol Krieger. Thank you very much. Thank you, Hulk, for the most important history and up-to-date info there is. Now we go to the main event. I'm going to send you a link. I know YouTube shows that I made this video a year ago. No, this was like two and a half years ago. Something with YouTube and their timing, how they record dates. They go like a year ago, 6 months ago. You notice how they don't put January 6th, 2000, whatever. So there's a reason for that, and I don't know why. I think it's so they can manipulate material. This video wasn't made a year ago. It was like 2 years ago at least. So let me show you this. You're going to love this next section. Here's the evidence. So this is like a movie. What you're looking at. Now I'm going to start it off. Okay, let's take it back to the very beginning. So go to the video I just sent you. And it shows Elon Musk going, okay. If you go to like the 2-second mark, you're going to see X.com. This is where it started, okay? Remember, Max Levchin and Peter Thiel had the Palm Pilot, 1998. Within 2 years, up to 2000, they had taken the Palm Pilot and utilized a cell phone to send money. They started a company called Confinity, then later turned it into PayPal. In 2000, that's when they joined up with Elon Musk at X.com. That's what you're looking at right here, X.com, okay? Now, this might be 2001 or something like that. I'm not sure exactly. But Elon Musk was offering, listen to this. You can see it right here. This is no longer on the internet. This was taken off the internet. you've got free and instant online auction payments. So this is when eBay kind of came in. And according to the article here, I'm not sure when the eBay came in completely. 2002. Okay. What we're looking at here is probably in 2002, because July 2002 was acquired by eBay. So PayPal Inc. went public, and in July was acquired by eBay. Now I wonder who started eBay. See, because you've got Max Levchin and Peter Thiel, and then they started PayPal, but then eBay comes in. Oh, so this will be one, we'd have to look this one up. I'd be interested to know who started eBay. It says the company merged with X. So PayPal and Peter Thiel and Max Levchin joined with X in 2000, and the company added PayPal after its main project. PayPal went public in 2002, February, and then in July was acquired by eBay. So we need to figure out who the hell owned eBay. One of you guys want to look that up on Wikipedia or whatever. That would be interesting. So we're looking here. You could email real money to a friend. Now, I want you to see what's going on here. This had the possibility of taking down the banking system as we know it, okay? They had to shut down X.com, all right? Because look right here, you have free instant payments, okay? These banks didn't have instant payments back in the day. Payments would take 3 days to a week to get somewhere, okay? Right here, you got free instant payments. Bam. That's power right there. Now, if we move up. So what I'm doing now is I'm on the 19-second mark. I'm watching the video that I sent you. I'm on the 19-second mark. Travelers Insurance was mixed up in this. Let me keep going here. We'll get to the... Now notice. Okay, so on the X.com, we're seeing an article. We're seeing different articles and stuff here, but let's go forward. Forward this. I'm now. Okay, now I'm up at the 1 minute 9 second mark of my video. What I'm going to do is expand this and make my screen huge so I can read it a little bit better. Okay, here we go. This is a website. Let me... Here's the name of the article. When cash will no longer count. Are you hearing me? When cash will no longer count. What we had, everybody, this is so massive right now. Nobody has this. What you're looking at right here was taken off the internet. It's no longer on the Financial Times. They've deleted this article. What I'm showing you is the history. This is amazing. When cash will no longer count. Max Levchin gives a interview with the guy who wrote this article here. This is 25 years ago. I told you already, Max Levchin is the guy. He's the brains behind crypto who started sending crypto, okay? Nobody else could send any kind of money. Max Levchin is the guy, okay? It's not Elon Musk. It's not Peter Thiel. No, Elon Musk has done amazing shit. what I'm talking about is Max Levchin is the first person to send cryptocurrency and have a wallet, okay? Nobody else has done this. I'm not saying he invented crypto. I want you to pay attention carefully. Max Levchin is the first person that was able to send cryptocurrency through an electronic device, okay? Then he further improved himself and got it to where you could send money through a phone. Nobody else has done this before except Max Levchin. Peter Thiel helped Max do this by providing money so Max could do research. This is fucking awesome, okay? For me, at least. I love it. Now, this is 25 years ago this article came out. Let me check some comments, and then we'll read here, okay? So it looks like most of my show is going to be on this particular topic today. It's because I want you to understand how all this started. How is it I can pick up a phone right now and send you money is because Max Levchin. They had the ability, in my opinion, to take over the world banking 25 years ago. All this stuff, remember now, Max Levchin sold off whatever and did other, you know what it was? The top rich family. This is my opinion, strictly my opinion. We're telling ghost stories, okay? By the time the year 2002 rolled around, Max Levchin had discovered how to send money through a phone instantly for free. Isn't that a threat to the global reserve banking system? And if you guys want to call it a cabal, these guys were a threat to the richest people. They were a threat to the richest people in the world. And they all came together, the rich people in the world, and shut them down. That's why you'll see a collapse. The people scurried out. Max just happened to sell and went off and worked for Google because they probably told him, look, dude, you're going to sell us this. We're going to pay you a lot of money. And if you don't, you're going to end up disappeared somewhere. And your body's going to be spread out over 100 parts of the world. Take this money and keep walking and shut the fuck up. Because it's just amazing how everything just kind of just got hush-hush and disappeared. And Elon started dealing with spacecraft and not payments. You notice that? You notice this is when Elon and all these guys were all in payments. And then all of a sudden, poof, they all disappeared. Elon started sending shit into outer space and these other guys. That's why the PayPal Mafia broke up. Because the powers that be, the top 5 or 10 family, I've been telling you for 4 years now, 5 years, the top 10 families of the world came in, saw what the fuck these guys were doing. They were going to put the richest families out of business. And they said, the richest family said, hell no, we're buying all this. And the PayPal Mafia broke up. They started like a social media called Twitter. Jack Dorsey's all up in this. All these guys were all up in this, and they all had to break up. And now Elon's coming back into payments again, isn't he? That's what X.com is. I just showed you right there. X.com was this payment thing that Elon started, and then all of a sudden it just kind of disappears, right? Now all of a sudden, 25 years later, Elon's talking about X.com again, right? And payments. The same thing he was 25 years ago. Isn't this interesting? Like, damn, Crypto Hulk, this is a fucking history lesson, okay? These other channels don't talk about it. They got more important things, I guess, to discuss. Now, let's get into this article. I'm going to read it to you. Electronic money. Listen to this. Electronic money is the way of... And welcome back to Crypto Hulk. I don't know how long I've been off this channel, but they kicked me off. How long was I gone for? Does anybody know, like, 10 minutes? Oh, shoot. No way. Damn. No way. I'm sitting there talking. Oh. They didn't want you guys to see this at all. Amazing. Okay. Let the channel load back up again with people. That was the longest. Damn. That's weird because I looked up and I'm like, I don't see. I'm going to take comments here. So, okay, I sent you the video. I'm going to send you it again. And they really, they're scared to death. I'm sitting here talking away, breaking it all down. Okay, I'll give you the short version then. I might have to do the show again another day. And then I'll keep my eye on that. Did you guys get the link that I just sent? Do you see the link that I just sent? Yes. Okay, click on that. Send that video to your email or something, and then watch it later. That video right there. Okay, so that, because I break it all down. I might have to do the show again like tomorrow. And I'll get right to the point tomorrow. Because I'm already at 53 minutes. Let me summarize what happened. Max Levchin in 1998 developed using a Palm device, okay? Later became known as Palm Pilot, and then eventually Palm made cell phones, okay? It cut out right after he said the 10 families overtook the government payment system, okay, 25 years ago. I'm going to summarize it to you, and maybe I'll make another video on this, maybe tonight, possibly. We'll go over it again. Here's what happened. Here's the summarized version. I'll take 10 minutes and turn it into like 1 or 2. Max Levchin from the Ukraine, and now notice he had a Jewish family. The guy who's in charge of the crypto czar with Trump, Jewish family. Now, that's just coincidence, total coincidence. What happened is Max had invented a way to send money via a Palm Pilot. Now, if you had another Palm Pilot, he could send it to you, okay? But that means you had to be close to him, okay? Yeah, the Max guy is the dude they don't want us to know about. This is what I'm saying. He is the one who got my channel shut down. Matthias Janshin, welcome to the entry-level membership. Okay. They don't want you to know about Max. He's the one who started it all. Okay. So he could send it from palm to palm, but you had to be within 15 feet. He used an infrared signal. Okay. 1998. In 1998, Max met Peter Thiel, who had money. They met at Stanford. Well, okay. And for 2 years, Peter Thiel supported Max to go from Palm Pilots to cell phones and email, okay? And what happened is that was successful. You could now send money. So they started a company called Confinity. And then after a little bit, they started a company called PayPal. Okay. Now what happened, it says in there that eBay bought PayPal. And did anybody look up who started eBay? I want to look this up real quick. I want to find out who started eBay because they're the ones who bought the PayPal stuff. eBay came out of California. Was found, okay, here we go. eBay was founded by Pierre Omidyar. That's Omidyar in 1995. Yeah, who is this guy? It was founded by Pierre Omidyar. That's somebody you got to look up because that's very important right there. This is very interesting. This Pierre guy, the French. Oh, wait a second now. Pierre Omidyar. Now let's think. Ripple. Okay, now I got it. Ripple's first bank, Fedor Bank, F-I-D-O-R, Fedor Bank, was like 2014, became a Ripple partner. It's in Germany, right? It then was sold to France, the government of France. They have banks, right? So there's your French connection. 3 months ago, the Ripple Ledger Foundation, the XRP Ledger Foundation, went to France permanently. So the French control that. Now we're reading where the French, this guy Pierre Omidyar, bought the PayPal shit. France. You seeing the connections here? I don't know what's going on in France, but there's some very powerful people in France, everybody. And Crypto Hulk remembers and has these connections in his head. Very, very interesting. So what happens is Max Levchin starts sending cryptocurrency as we know it today. He's the one who started it. Him and Peter Thiel, they make PayPal, and then this company called eBay that this French guy started takes over PayPal. And then, of course, Max Levchin stuff, they sell it off and they go off and do something else. I'm telling you what, I think this whole eBay thing, buying Max Levchin's, whatever, is a three-letter government agency stuff. That's what I'm saying. David Collins, thank you very much for the tax-free donation. Matthias, thank you very much for getting an entry-level membership. Telling you guys, this platform don't want you to learn what I know. Very interesting stuff here. Cool, thanks, said, like you said, they forced Max to stay silent. He barely has any videos of him. This dude's a pioneer. That's why they shut the channel off there, because I was teaching some stuff, and then they just cut it right off. I investigate. And then the Jews. I'm not going to say anything more about that. So, eBay starting to be the headlines lately. It almost was like, so what happened is Elon and all of his friends, they got together and they had a way. You are right about that, Hulk. They were going to take over the banking system of the world, and notice how they just got crushed and they all sprinkled all over. Very interesting. Almost as if they were told, hey, Elon, you stick with rockets and cars. Peter, you do this. The government told, it was almost like, yeah, I know. eBay was founded by Pierre, right. But so we want to know, who is this guy? How did he take over PayPal? That's going to be the mystery. I'm not getting into that one. I already know where that one goes. I know if I study Pierre Omidyar, you know where that ends up? With no channel, because they're going to take it. So I'm not getting into that one. I already know. They already shut off the channel just now. So we're hot on the trail. If you guys want to look it up, I'm not saying nothing about it. So, but that's this Pierre dude. There's the connections of the top families of the world right there. That's what's up. All righty, 7:30. This was a PayPal, Cash App, Citibank. They're all linked together. Uber. Whoa. He's part of the Umyadar network. Agent Smith paid a visit to them. They held that little device and then and they all went, oh, what just happened? What are we doing here? Who are you guys? Diabetes, thank you very much for the tax-free donation to the channel, supporting this channel. Love this channel. Thanks, Hulk. I think I'm going to wrap it up right now. I got to get going. Very interesting what happened. I may have to go over this again tonight, and I'm going to keep my eye on my channel. I'm going to check it every 1-2 minutes or something like that, because they're going to try to bleep it out. So we'll see what happens here. I got to get going. But I wanted to show you the early connect. So here, how do we wrap this up? I showed you who started cryptocurrency, sending it through an electronic device. So in 1998, cryptocurrency as we know it today started there. What I'm talking about specifically is sending money through electronic devices. I'm not talking about when they made cryptocurrency like 100, or when they invented cryptos like 100 years ago. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when. What we know it today as sending money through a phone, that came from Max, who then met up with Peter Thiel, who financed it, who then changed it from an electronic device sending money to phones. And then from there, it went to email, and then on, and over the years, it kept growing and growing, and here's what we got today. This is where it all came from. Somehow, mysteriously, though, Max and Peter Thiel were selling off their technology. If somebody wanted to do a further study, somebody who's kind of like me, a deep diver, find out who he sold it to, and find out who invested in those companies that bought it. I'm not getting into that, because that's a channel killer for me, okay? I already lost one channel on YouTube. I don't want to lose another one, but that is where the funnel goes from Max Levchin to the three-letter agencies back in 2002 or 5, when Max sold it to eBay. And even maybe before then, he sold some other technology that went to the government. But I'm not getting into exposing that, because that's not good. I'll have people at the front door knocking on the door and shit. And that's where hey, if you want to study it and you want to have people from the government show up at your house, then go for it. Receive some bad news. So been away for a while. What a day to return back. Thank you so much, Hulk. There is no stopping you, Lynn. Right on. Okay, that'll be it. I got to get going. I'll see y'all in my next broadcast today at about 5:30 p.m. Pacific.